Today is I don't know what today is. Today is what, Saturday, I think, or something like that. Maybe December 13th. So anyway, in my players club, somebody sent me a video. I think Queen Bee or something like that. I don't remember her name. But I'm not gonna. I'm replying to her video, but I'm not gonna put that I'm replying to the video because I don't. It doesn't really matter. I just want to share some information. But anyway, she was talking about Scottie Pippen and his girlfriend and some other brother and some basketball, and I guess she was seen with him or something like that. I don't know. I mean, you know how it is. um, People eventually do what people do. So anyway, I think it was something like, how can I say that? Basically, she was just talking about how how other women, nun sisters, get end up dating black men and end up getting the same black men that they get, right? And it's really interesting because she also showed these videos on TikTok. Hey, what's up? What's up? Just if you're JP in the house. Thanks for the thumbs up. Chime in if you can. Ask any questions, whatever. And so she was saying how, so she was showing a TikTok where you got these Latina women and other women saying, well, they're going to pass on black men because of a black man. Hey, what's up? What's up? Just if you're JP in the house, thumbs up if you can. And he said they're going to pass on black men. Well, anyway, these TikTok videos she was showing had other women of different cultures saying how they're going to pass up. LOL, what you been up to? Just chilling, man. Just chilling. Not too much. Ain't too much to do with this corona thing going around. So anyway, she said that how you doing? She said that not the corona, but she said, So the videos were saying like how the other women of these other cultures saying they're going to pass up black men because if the black men don't can't respect the black queen, then they can't respect a Latina queen, which I don't know why a woman would say Latina queen because Latino is not a race. It's hey, what's up, DK? What's up? Thanks for chiming in. Latino is a regional area, I guess, of people of the Spanish, Latin, I want to say Latin language, I guess Spanish, French, whatever. No, it's not French, but the Spanish and all of that stuff. And so there are black people there too, so I don't understand what she's saying unless they're saying African American men, and African American men don't include those who are first, second, third, whatever generation Jamaicans or people from the Caribbean, so African energy, just strictly the black men in America. And they always try to call us slaves. We weren't slaves. Yeah, what's up? How you doing, man? Long time. And so what they said, like 8% of the blacks who were in America actually were slaves, or came over from Africa or whatever. So so they lied about those numbers. But anyway, so they're saying that, and so when they're saying this, I'm watching this, and these women say, "Oh yeah, we're going to pass up black men," and and blah blah blah. I don't think they said they were going to go for their own men, which would have been cool if they would have said that. But I'm thinking to myself, and like I said in my other videos, I personally, when I go to clubs, I intentionally try to hook up Japanese guys with Japanese women, and I do that so that they can get married and they can produce more beautiful Japanese women, because of black men, like my daughter, she's pretty and everything, but she's not looking like these Japanese women that you see on TV. Sorry, she's dark skinned, she's pretty and everything, but she's not quote unquote the normal Japanese woman that you would tend to see. And so, and like for the Latino, people in South America and all that stuff, those women are beautiful. So if a brother was to get with them and have children by those women, well, their children are not going to come out looking like the mom. You know what I'm saying? Even these white women that's running around, dating brothers, if they date a brother and they come out, their kid, they're not going to produce another white woman that looks like these beautiful white women that, all these people in the world want. The only person that a black man can have sex with or have children with that's going to look like as beautiful as a black woman is going to be a black woman. That's it. So, everybody talking about how beautiful they are, but if you're beautiful and you want to have beautiful kids within the same realm as you, I guess, or however you want to say it, um, then you're going to have to marry the guy. I mean, marry a guy from your own stock, I guess, or race, or whatever you want to call it, and that's it. Otherwise, it's going to change. So it was really funny because I made a response to it, and if I remember, I'll just put it in. But it's like, okay, black women, so what are you trying to do? I mean, what is she trying to say in this video? Because because what she was saying also was that these women go after and it was really messed up because you can categorize what she's saying. It's almost on some hating stuff, and then some genocidal stuff, and I'm thinking like, is she really understanding what she's saying? If you look a little deeper. Hey, what's up? Trouble Shorts, Trouble Shortcuts, and so I'm saying, like, thank you for coming, signing in, chiming in and stuff. So basically, I'm thinking like, okay, well, if they're passing up black men, those other women from this other culture are passing up black men, then what's going to happen is, thank you, I miss you too, man. I mean, miss you, bro. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I miss a lot of y'all. I need to really just stop being lazy and just go live every night. I'm thinking about like maybe between 10 at night, 12 at night, or something like that, because I've been sleeping late recently. And so I'm thinking to myself, well, if all these women start to pass up black men, then that means they're going to turn and start talking to black women. And I'm thinking, and I wanted to ask, is that what she really wants? Does she really want black men after black women? Because I mean, if she does, and that's pretty good, the way she's going about it, but I don't think so. But what's the point about this? And then it was funny because she was talking about how not how black women is, about these other women of other cultures going after black men who got money or who have potentially have money. So she was saying how one of her white friends or somebody, I don't know if her friends or whatever. Hey, what's up? Thank you for joining in. Was saying how they really don't really like black men. They just with them because of they have money or the potential to have money, And so it's just, basically she's saying that, a lot of women that go after black men who got money, they just going after money, which of course, you should already know that if you got money, then you shouldn't. You're going to expect these women to come after you because I don't know if it's like in Japan. I know there's a lot of women out here who are beautiful, and I've met more women. Hey, thanks for joining in. Personally, I've met a lot of rich women out here who are not good looking. I mean, more who are not good looking. I'm not talking about like ugly or whatever, but society scale in America from like 1 to 10. I met a whole bunch of them who were below 7, and it was really interesting. I'm like, wow, and maybe it's the same in the States too. Where you get a pretty girl from whatever, some state, or from a town or whatever, and her father's poor, but she's pretty and stuff, So I don't know. It was just really interesting and stuff. And it was funny because the way she was saying it was just basically saying that these bros who got this money, they just getting played because these women are dealing with it because they got the money. And then after a while, when they get tired of the bros, they can just go on and divorce them, keep the babies, and take half his money and go on about their life and start messing with other people and stuff. And I was like, wow, like this is really funny and stuff. But it's kind of messed up because it's like she was saying that the same type of black men that other women get is the same type of black men that black women get. But the whole thing is for black people in the United States, we have to understand that, hey, we live in the hood. I always say hood. Everybody say, well, I don't live in the hood. It's called neighborhood. It's an abbreviation of neighborhood. So you live in the hood or whatever, and we all grew up together. Everybody know who Sean, whatever these names they coming up with, were, at their 25 or 30 or 40 years old now. Well, everybody in the neighborhood know what she used to do when she was, welcome. When she was back in elementary school, hang behind the bungalows, or junior high school and high school and college. Everybody knows what she was doing. So even as she may become successful in life and she might be lonely, it's not because nobody don't want her, it's because everybody knows about her, and because of her past, no one wants to be with her because her past. It's like if you have somebody in the neighborhood, they got a tripped out past, like this one guy out here in Japan. This girl I was talking to, and he came over, real cool dude. I don't really know too many people out here, but I guess I got a reputation where a lot of people actually respect me. So he came over and he said, hey, you don't want to be with her? And I was like, tell me what's about her. He said, oh man, she go around doing BJs and all this stuff. And I'm like, whoa. I looked at her and she was fine. I was like, you joke? He said, yeah, man, don't. She said, that's everybody's property. Don't mess with her. If I were you, I wouldn't touch her at all. And I was like, oh. So anyway, in the neighborhood, I'm not saying all black women, but you got those women, and that's in all neighborhoods. You got those women who, when they were young and stuff, fast or whatever, they doing little things, and then when they turn 25 or 30 or 40 and they're all successful and wonder why they lonely, or somebody from their own neighborhood or whatever isn't with them, it's because everybody know your reputation. Nobody don't want to get married to a person who, when your back is turned, it's like, yeah, his wife used to do this, or yeah, I remember this, and nobody want to be like that. So in black neighborhoods, it's really tough because everybody out there doing their thing, and even with the guys too, everybody doing their thing. And unfortunately for the female population, what they used to do in the when they were young, it's going to stick more. When certain subjects are going to stick more, and it's going a harsher, not more harsh for the men. And I understand that it's messed up and everything, but it was, I don't know, but that's just how it is. So these black women running around, and another thing too is tripping me out. I'm like, okay, is she saying that she want a black man and she can't get one? Because or is she saying like, oh, we told y'all black men ain't no good, and now y'all getting it? But you got to understand that if they're going after these basketball players, those roles, you got to look at their lives, where they come from. Did they come from a neighborhood where, did they come from rich families, where they were just educated, went to all the black Ivy League schools, and they got a lot of money, all that stuff, and they just being jerks, or what? Because a lot of these basketball players, I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of them did not have an easy life in school. A lot of them were not chased by, a lot of them probably weren't respected. A lot of them were just doing just all kinds of things, and it was just so happened that basketball was a way that they were able to make their wealth. And and if you're a basketball player in a lot of neighborhoods, you get a lot of passes and stuff like that, so it was just really interesting, because what was her point of this? Just because Scottie Pippen's wife is doing whatever she's doing. And another thing too, a lot of guys don't know, and which guys should understand, is that once you get married, that whatever it is, if you have that love, well, you might have it, maybe the woman might have it, but over a while that stuff goes away, because just because of the things you do, how you treat them, what you say, especially if your performance isn't there. Once you start getting older, if she's the type of woman who's always wearing makeup, always doing what she needs to do to look good, stay good, and all of that stuff, but you letting yourself go, or hey, what's up, peace, badass gamer, oh, what's up, man? And if what was I gonna say? Sorry about that. Oh, and gonna actual routine, the same everything, and some new guys, she gonna start getting these thoughts in her head, start getting these love signs or whatever, and they're gonna change and go after this dude, especially if he's young and he's I guess more exciting and stuff. That's gonna happen. It's like in my first 2 marriages, my wife's messing around, I didn't care. I'm like, whatever, I don't care, do what you want, what I'm saying? Because I know, because one thing what guys need to understand is, There's no such thing as a man. There's no such man who can satisfy 100% of everything that a woman needs or wants. No, that is impossible. You're not going to do it. And because you can't satisfy that 100% of it, then that other percent, she's going to have to go out and get it from somebody else. Otherwise, she's going to be cheating herself from enjoying the time that she has, or the short time that she has on this earth. And everybody has the right to pursue happiness. And I'm not even saying that's because of the Constitution and everything. That's just life. You know what I'm saying? So it was just really interesting, and I'm thinking like, okay, fine, but the black men that most sisters get are usually the black men who have access to a lot of women, and a lot of women coming to them, and it just so happens that they end up picking the wrong one. Okay, it's not that the women end up with the wrong man, because the women go after the men for a reason, and usually finance or whatever, but the guys don't go after women for their finances. A lot of them really don't. A lot of guys usually go after them for something physical, and that's it. And it's kind of sad, because I used to always, like in my videos, I say, hey, don't be unevenly yoked. Like the Bible says, don't be unevenly yoked with unbelievers. And to me, that, and I'm not a Christian or anything, but it doesn't mean religion only. It means thinking, financial, educational level. No, don't be with somebody who's not at sorry about my finger. Don't be with a woman who's not at the same level as you are in everything that you do, because if you go with somebody that's higher, then she's gonna have more knowledge, and then you're not going to be able to keep up with her. She's going to be sad, and she'll probably end up leaving, because she can't even have a decent, quote unquote, based on her knowledge, experience, and everything, a decent conversation with you, a simple conversation with you. Just like if you were to be with someone who's at a lower level of whatever than you are, then your conversation is going to just be like too much, or like my wife now. Am I live? I went through these mountains. Am I live? Can somebody let me know? Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Can anybody hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Hopefully you can. Okay, let me go on and keep going. Hey, what's up? Just DVJP in the house. Thank you for the views. Get some thumbs up if you can. So anyway, when I talk to my wife, I'll say something to her, and I have to say it 2 or 3 times. You hear me? Yeah, I heard you, whatever. So it's like my conversations might be boring to her, but when she talks, I pay attention to listen to her conversations, and it took me a while to figure out, okay. She's one of these type of women who only want to talk or engage in things that she likes, and the things that I like, maybe she engage in them, maybe she don't, but I understand why. So it's like, now I go home, we talk, but like I said, I got my freedom. I'm happy. Hey, I am here. I got my freedom. Not like she gonna take or anything, but I got my freedom. I come and go as I please. Look at mountains, it's so beautiful. I think that's called what's that? Or I forgot what it's called. When the leaves are changing colors and stuff. So that happens with me, and it happens with ever since I came down to Kansai, there are a lot of women who I talk to who are not really interested in what I have to say, and it's not because what I have to say is boring. It's just that they can't, or they don't want to deal on that level. So I end up just listening to a lot of women, and we still do what we do, but I just listen to stuff and I learn. I'm like, okay, I understand. So what she was talking about, was just really interesting. The type of girl that a black woman get, well, what kind of bro is this? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what Scottie Pippen did. You know, I don't think she mentioned it or anything, what he did to her. But it was like, for her to go do what she did. But just like a lot of guys, you know, or a lot of women, you know, everybody is at fault. Everybody's doing what they're doing, that attention and stuff. You got that money, you realize that money does not replace sex. You guys got to understand it. Money is not going to replace good sex. It's never going to do it. Sex is always going to be the winner in that category. And if you got a lot of money and your woman with you and you're not pounding it like you're supposed to be doing, she gonna go off and get somebody else. And then as you get older, you got to keep that youth. You got to be that wild dude, going out parties, drinking, having fun, you know, acting crazy and stuff like that, because excitement is what makes women horny. You know, something new, something exciting, to smile, your hair, whatever. You know, you guys, older guys, 50, 60 years old, you know, just go back, you know, make yourself look good, get a little, you ain't even got to be in shape. You just got to go out there and just have fun and do what you used to do when you was in high school, or, you know, your college days or whatever, and watch the attention. Everything's going to, how can I say, the attention, the thrill of life, the women, they're going to start coming. And like me and some friends went to a club and stuff recently, maybe a month ago or so, or 2 months ago, I'm not sure, because time goes by so fast, I don't remember. But I'm in a club. I'm 56 years old. Let's see, yo, Ralph. Let's see, I can't read the name. Let me read this real quick. It says, yo, Ralph, it's another YouTuber on here putting all your bids out there. His name is Splash. He said, you in bad debt and don't take care of your kids. I think, I don't know why you said that, but let him say what he wants to. It doesn't matter and stuff. Debt is not mad debt. You have loans. Everybody got, what, 30, 40, you know, 35 years loans on homes or whatever. So, a lot of stuff that it's funny with Splash, because he called me, you know, I don't want to get off the thing, but yeah, he called me, and, you know, me and him talked about a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? And then as I started making the Players Club, people got in the Players Club, and then, you know, bickering started and stuff like that, and they're going to say what they're going to say, you know what I'm saying? And it doesn't matter. I still, you know, I take care of my kids, whatever. I still live with my wife, you know, my kids are still there. We're all still doing good and everything, you know. And so I don't understand what he's saying. I understand why he's doing that, because he's just a hater and stuff, you know. But let him say what he wants to, because, you know, he's not in Japan. Maybe he did come here or whatever, but me and him never met up. But we used to talk a lot, and it was cool, you know, until, you know, I guess when he started, things in his life started going for the better, and basically I think it was probably whatever. But anyway, if you can send me the link then to his channel, then let me know, because I want to hear it. Who caused drama from him? Oh, okay, what happened was there's a few guys in the group. Everyone in the Players group are mostly my YouTuber friends, except for one guy named Mushin, because I was in Osaka and God told me to go to the park to go talk to somebody who was there. It just so happened he was there, and I was like 10 minutes away, and I went over there. He was there. I sat down, spit a game to him. Then the first Players Club, everything was fine and stuff. And then one of his friends deleted the group, and then made another one. Somebody deleted it, and so I told him I'll make it again. He add all the people, make his own group, and then when he made his own group and started getting that attention, you know, and then it kind of, you know how people are, you know, they just, a lot of people can't maturely handle attention and stuff like that. So when Splash came along and a lot of guys came along and stuff, you know, it was all thank you. You know, a lot of guys, oh, my life got better because of your videos. I went, started going to school, going to college and things. And then after they got success, you know, brothers, you know what I'm saying? You know, black guys, you know, once they get good, then they going to start, you know, flipping the switch. I mean, flipping the script, saying, oh, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, you know. And I'm not going to even, I used to say, why you guys doing that, but I kind of realized that, hey, if they got to come back and hate on me for whatever I did to whatever I said in my videos that helped them, and they want to flip on it, for some reason, I don't know. But in the group, just things happening. I share my life. I share what I do. I'm in debt. My debt is stupid debt. I got a business loan from my school. I got a bunch of credit cards, so whatever. But my debt, I only have two things that I need to pay off. It's just loans and stuff from my business, but that's it. Everybody get loans from their business, so I don't know what these mean. I'm in debt, and the debt's not that much, and then just credit cards, but I just spend that on just fixing my car or whatever, and that's it. I really don't have what I think all my debt for a month that I pay every month, and I put it out there, I don't care, it's maybe 169, 80, 200, see, 500, 700, maybe, besides the telephone bills, loan debts together, or maybe $400 a month, and that's nothing. And those can get paid off real quick. It's nothing. Let's see what else. Credit cards, those I just stop buying things and those will go away and stuff. And that's it. That's it. My car's paid off, everything. So I don't understand when they say mad debt. It's not like I bought a house for like $300,000-$400,000. I'm only paying $1,000 mortgage, and I got to pay that for like 30 years or something like that. I do not have debt like that. My debt, I call my debt, is just stupid debt, except for my business loans and stuff. That's it. But other than that, it's nothing. Like I said, I got a program. I need to hurry up and start doing it. This is Wakayama City, you guys, City of Wakayama. So I'm just gonna drive through here to see what's going on, because I haven't been over here in the daytime in a while. But yeah, I don't have like mad debt where other than just 2 business loans, and that's it. One was like $4,000, the other was like $18,000, and the monthly payments are nothing. Like one, I forgot, 2 something, 169, and I could pay them off. Now this year, what I was gonna do was, if the COVID wasn't going to hit up, I was gonna start pushing for like $200,000 and stuff. But the COVID hit, and so I messed up. And like I told you guys, I got this English program where I could teach kids in kindergarten to take a word like comprehend and say, I comprehend math or whatever, or whatever. They could just make their own sentences and stuff. And I know I could do that. The older they are, the faster it is, whatever, and nobody in Japan is doing this. And I just sat down and see how I can make, I literally sat down, did the calculations, and I can actually make $1 million. Now, person that said, oh, well, you got debt. Well, I think a lot of people have debt and stuff, but how many people have an idea where they can make $1 million or, $100,000 or whatever in a year? What kind of plan? On my Facebook page, not the GS350 JPM one, but another one, I put on there, if you had $1 billion and you had to spend it in a year, and at the end of the year you can't have any income coming in from that $1 billion. If you're able to spend it in a year, then they'll give you $1 billion, and that's going to be like, I did the calculation, it's going to be like over $83 million a day. And so I put that on my Facebook. Thanks for the thumbs up. I put that up on my Facebook for just to see what some people do. One guy said he'll donate the money and go do this and that. You can't donate the money. You got to spend the money, And to me, it was just a test, just to let people know, hey, if you got $1 billion, everybody want $1 billion, but what you gonna do with it? What you gonna do? How you gonna manage it? How you gonna bring teams together to help you spend that money? You got to pay them too, but you can't pay them nothing outrageous. I'm talking about spending $83 million a day. $83 million a day, just thinking about it. And as of now, no one has given me any plan or, responded. Maybe they're doing it on their own, but no one hasn't responded. So, and these are taking care of my kids. I always take care of my kids, so I don't have to worry about that. I'm at home. doing my doing. But out here in Japan, once the kids get a certain age, they pretty much doing what they want to do. And these kids out here got way more leeway than they do in the States, except for if you have those really tough moms to just make them study and stuff like that. But that's okay. But other than that, I don't know. It's not like, I don't know. What it basically what it is a person. It's like and this that's what I'm gonna say about this. It's like I was talking to this one guy in the group, and I was telling him about some beautiful woman I was dating or something like that. No, how a woman, yeah, I think it was dating or something like that. And he was saying, well, I don't believe it, And so I'm thinking to myself, how can you just, I can understand you not believing it, but most guys, when they don't believe in the stuff, or I don't think you messing with her or whatever, I don't think she's going to be with you. In order to do that, you would have to actually think, well, in order to comprehend something like that, or even to say something like that, the guy would have to pretend like he's a woman, and that the possibility of another guy getting ready trying to mess with him or something like that, and he like, oh, you can't do it. Why would you even think that far? Why would you even care? So I get a lot of this stuff, because like I said, a lot of guys see me and they look at me and they judge me on my handsomeness, my height, whatever they think, and say, oh, well, everything that I thought of Ralph, those things I don't think would qualify him to be with a nice woman or any woman at all. And I tell these guys, hey, you're not a woman. You don't know how a woman feels when she looks at a guy. You don't know these things. I know how to make a woman sexually aroused. I know how to do that. And I don't even have to, and most of the time, I don't have to say nothing. For me, I'm not lying. Maybe 70 to 80% of the time, all I have to do is just show up. Just show up. I got it. Thanks for the thumbs up. I got a video called Being There. I'm at Sheraton Beach, and I'm just there making my own videos, and this woman come up on me. I'm in a club, women come to me. I don't have to chase women. And see, a lot of these guys are hating on me. They have to chase women. But I tell them in my videos, you don't have to chase women. This is all you have to do. Do this and the women will come to you. But because these guys, they just like don't know what they're doing, so I'm like, whatever. Let's see, I'm going back to kind of tired of Japan and ready to take the language and better understand how to work with people back. Let's see, people to pick up on next year, December. Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, just go back there, and do you think Japan is a good place to move in this decade? Don't go there and see why. Actually, it doesn't really matter where you live. It's what you can do, how you can contribute. If you want to job, well, what can you do to help a corporation or whatever job to make more profit? You're there to help them make profit. If you can go to a company and help them increase their yearly income by $3-4 million, then they're gonna hire you, and you just make sure you get paid for that. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't really matter where you go. In Japan, for this, I don't know what's going on, but if you have a business idea and you want to do it, Japan is one of the places where you can just come do your business, get started really easy, not too much red tape, and that's it. Then all you gotta do is just advertise, get out there, and make sure you learn the language, talk to the people and stuff, and just go for it. You just got to go for it, and that's it. So, if you're not, if you're in your own, I don't know where you guys living at or whatever, or where you're living at, but if you can't produce any money the way you want to, then of course, no kidneys, I will donate one for her. I'm interested in marriage. Ooh. emergency force. Oh, I can't read this. Nick S. Nick. I wonder what Nick is. The Nick, is that Fro? Is that Fro? Oh no, it's not him. That's not the picture. Cause gotta go back and take the language. Do you think Japan's a good place? DC Mac. Man, don't go to New York. I've just been there. I've been here for 7 years. Wow, wish we could have met up. Of course, I need help. I want to start my own business. Okay, family emergency force. To Japan. I'm moving. I can't just have done that one. I'm not interested in marriage. Force. Okay. Love your content. Thank you. Talk tech to me. Thank you. Oh, you want to get out? Okay. Harold, what is your email? I want to see a video I was talking to you about earlier. Okay, it's GS35. It's same as my channel, GS35JPN at GS350JPN at Gmail. Hit me up there. Okay. Let's see, Nick. Just been watching you since 2010, bro. I learned a lot about these. Well, thank you, Nick. Hey, Nick, hit me up. If you got line, hit me up, GS350 JPN, and hit me up, okay? And, I don't know where you're at, but, if we can get a chance to meet up before you go back, I'd like to do that. Okay, Force. Okay, another game. Now, I was foolish before. Okay. No, I mean, the whole thing about the game is not being foolish or anything like that, because a lot of people really just don't know. Because the image that the women out here give is that nice image, and I mean, and that's the image that, their actions being nice, laughing and stuff. Everybody wants that from their partner, from a woman. A woman wants that from a guy and stuff like that. So to get caught up in it is not, to want that, that's not bad. I think the problem is when a lot of these, if you're not married, then cool, you do whatever. But a lot of guys that get married, why did they get married? Because they have to have goals. And a lot of guys get married and don't really have goals. They just doing it because it's going to make me a man, but you became a man is a mental process, a mental growth. And every male does not become a man, And once you become a man, then when you're looking to get married, then, a man knows you got to talk about the finance, you got to talk about the education, you got to talk about the work, you got to talk about this and that. And in Japan, I'm not saying all women, but quote unquote, the man works and the woman stays at home. If you got that kind of money, and that's it. There's a lot of women who did that. Nowadays, I'm sure things are changing up though. But so don't kick yourself if you got played or anything like that, because that's just part of life. Like I tell, and this is a good thing, like I tell a lot of people, if you would have did what you're supposed to do in junior high school and high school, we wouldn't be having this conversation. And the problem is not, and the reason I say that, the problem is not the women that you dated, it's just that it could have been some preparations that you didn't do that should have led you another way, so that even if you did come to Japan, then you would have been, you would have known enough where you don't have to get with these women on that level to where they can play you, and then you feel bad about it, because there are some guys who come out here and they know they understand it, and they talk to women, go see the homes and stuff, and if the woman's not from a good rich household or whatever, then basically they come out, they date the women, they see the women. What do these women have that is beneficial to the man? What does she have that'll make him grow stronger, to be a better person? What does she has to contribute, not just to the marriage, but to the personality, the character of the man? And a lot of guys don't A lot of guys don't look at that. For me, I got married because, like I said, my wife got pregnant. We talked about it, because at first she wasn't, I just said, what you want to do, and first she said she didn't want to get married, and well, anyway, and all that stuff. And I was saying, well, if you had a baby, fine. If you don't want to take care, just had a baby, I'll go back to the States, and then, take care of the baby, and you can come see the baby whenever you want. But then after about a month or so, we decided to get, she said, okay, I'll marry you. And I said, okay, fine. And we got married. I've been free since, made my money. And like I said, and I go ahead and made a lot of money. Selling jewelry by myself, I made a lot of money. Not English, teaching English, I made a lot of money. So, it's no biggie. I'm free. I do what I want. My wife, she talks a little bit, but fine. Let her talk. It's all cool. So, uh, and so, let's see. So, so that's how it is. So don't worry about that. Long as long as you're happy. The whole thing is that you have to be happy in life, and that's the most important thing. Here, let me park so I can. Let's see. Dang, was that bad out there? I was just banging everything and not respecting the game, bro. That's what I mean. Man, listen, when I first started making my videos, I told guys that in Japan or in Asia, sex in Asia is not like it's not like it is in the States. In the States, Jesus says if you have sex outside of marriage, you're going to hell. In Asia, Buddha says do what you want because everybody's get rich, have fun with the women because everybody's going to go to heaven. Nobody's going to hell. And out here, sex is just part of nature. I mean, they call omizu. They're giving respect to everything. So if you're out here and you're having sex and stuff, it's okay because you're not having sex because you want to have sex. Basically, you're having sex because the women want to have sex. And a lot of these women I hear, they like to have sex because in Japan, I spoke to this man. He was 60-something years old, and I was in my 30s. And I asked him in the sushi shop, really expensive sushi shop, and I said, hey, what is there that you do in Japan? And he was like, well, ain't nothing else to do but make money and have sex in that order. And he said, yeah, look around. There's nothing to do but just make money and have sex. And I thought about it for about a couple of minutes. And I'm like, wow, he's right. Because, I mean, what else is there to do in Japan? Everywhere you go, it's the same. Everything you do is the same. So, it's just, how can I say, sex is not a bad thing. And if you were smashing everything, these women let you go up in them, take time for you to touch their bodies, go up inside of them, do whatever y'all did together, and they have fun. You know what I'm saying? And then you didn't get caught up in marriage either. And that's how I was in like Nagoya, even though I was married though. Or when I was single too. I was dating like 7, 9 women at one time, So, and I mean, and sometimes it was like, I'm just chilling at home and my girl called, what you doing? Nothing. Can I come over? Like, all right, fine. And she brings some food over and, I'm just sitting there chilling. She didn't want to start it and things happen. Then she leave like after a couple of hours, 2 hours and a half, and maybe 45 minutes, some other girl calling me, some other woman calling me. What you doing? Like, nothing. Like, are you busy? Can I come by? And like, if you want to, but I'm not doing anything. It's okay. And then bam, the second round and third round, sometimes 4 times in a day. So, and it's not me calling them, it's them calling me. Now, what am I supposed to say? Oh, I'm sorry, I just got finished having sex 45 minutes ago, and you can't come by. I wasn't expecting to do anything, but, it's them. In Japan, guys need to understand that it's not, and I'm getting all off the subject, guys who haven't been in Japan need to understand that you got some guys who go out and seek sex, and then you got some guys who women seek sex from. And I am the guy who women seek sex from. They come to me. I don't have to go to them. And that's the game that I try to tell guys. Don't chase these women. There's a way to do it. Just get out there, and it's in my videos. I put the tips and stuff, and even how to make money out here too. But what can I say? I don't know. But don't be ashamed. It's nothing ashamed. That's American culture. You come to Japan, and just how can I say that? Dying a lot of comments. But you come to Japan and just focus on your money. If you focus on your money, then Toshi Ibukuro. Toshimo Ibu. You gotta tell me what prefecture you live in. But it looked like you up in Tokyo, I guess. I would not know. I gotta go back all the comments. But anyway, so there's different ways. There are guys like when you go to clubs. Okay, you'll still be out here for a while. But how can I say that? A lot of guys come out here seeking love, and in Japan, there's no love, because these women, they are doing things for now. They have a plan now. They have a plan for a couple of years, and then they have a plan when they get married, and then they got a plan for when their husband dies early, or I wouldn't say they get divorced if their husband dies early, because usually the husband dies before the wives out here and stuff. Or if she's married to a foreign person and he's bringing some money, then if she's able to get money from him, or get child support from him, or has some other income, and she's not really feeling him, she's going to divorce him. And they have those plans too. It's like, have a plan. Don't just have a plan A, have a plan B. But these women, they got a plan A, B, C, double Z, triple X, Q, V, O, Y, B, and and all of that stuff. So basically, most guys come out here, and a lot of them are immature, and their immaturity is what gets them caught up. And what I mean by immature is not that they're childish or anything, but they're just not aware. They don't look at life in a broad sense or in a deep sense as the women out here doing, because these women, there's a status for being married. There's a status if you have kids, and if you don't do those things, then sometimes it's kind of hard to find a friend. So you can have 5 women that could be friends, 4 of them get married, have kids, they'll be together. The one who don't have kids, they'll shun her, and it's almost like the same in the States, I'm sure. Got their little clubs and stuff like that. So if you smashing everything, then that's good for you. I mean, those women had to come to you. Those women volunteered. They agreed to submit to you, or let you submit to them, or you submitted to them, or whatever. But it's nothing wrong with that. It's like what in the Bible, all those kings with so many wives and all these concubines, and I'm thinking like, well, how can you have sex with 700 women, in a year? You know what I'm saying? And so I don't know, man. It's a trip though. But here, let me get these comments things. I'm gonna head over to the beach. Okay, so you guys are talking to yourself now. All right. Okay. So if any questions for me? Okay, I guess you guys just talking to each other. So anyway, let me. I joined a Japanese friend in Kyoto. Shit. Oh man, I can't tell you what to do or not to do. I would probably my first indicator would be no. Why? Why do you want to do that? But here, I'm almost near the beach, and I'm going to park, and then I'll be able to engage in conversations more a little later. This is where I bought my Lexus, and so I am. Let me continue this. Let me finish this up real quick because I'm almost near the beach anyway. And so anyway, basically, it was funny because basically what she was saying to the other women, which is pretty good, leave black men alone, and then and if you leave and if all the women leave black men alone, then the black man gonna change to his women. Because I said this, I think I said this in a video, but I'm not sure. But I'm definitely sure. I think I wrote it on my Facebook. But the black man is at the chain, is at the top of the sex chain, okay, and or DNA chain or whatever. And so it's the black woman. There is nobody on this earth who's physically built and physically stronger with the muscles and all that stuff than the black man. They did all the scientific studies and all of that stuff. You know, all the other guys who are not black or whatever, only thing they got over us is just they working together and they going to school and getting that technology up, and they control the financial things and stuff like that. Other than that, nothing. And we can do the same thing, you know. The black woman is at the top of the sex chain too. There's no, if she's not a black woman, there's no one on here, or they don't have any like African or black DNA in them and all that stuff. Their bodies, no, sorry, they can't complain. The problem is that black men get praise from black women for their physical attributes, the things that they can do. You know, you touch a black, well, when they touch us, well, I wouldn't say that. This is what the women told me. When they touch me, oh, your skin is so soft, your hair is so soft, you're so warm, you know, this and that, and this and that, and this and that. And that's what women say to me, okay? And they'll tell me the comments about other men that they've been with. I'm like, yo, I don't need to hear that, you know, I don't care. And then, and the black women, is the same thing, except for the black women, and even though she's the black woman, but who's going to be able to make love to a black woman the way a black man can? Who's going to do that? Because if they're not black and not like the guys from India, whatever, you know, they got African DNA in them, but you know, whatever, you know. But what I'm saying is that when a black woman, if she goes after a guy who is not a black man, then she is, how can you say? That's what my friends keep saying. I keep repeating what they're always saying. How can I say this? Oh, let me go on over here. It's quicker to get to where I'm going. They are, oh shoot, what's this dude doing parking way over there? I hate this street. Let's see, how can I say that? They are being with people who are, how can I say, they might have these apprehensions or something if they can please the woman the way a brother could, you know. And so she would have to be with these other guys, and you know, I've heard a lot of things from what women are saying, and basically it's I don't like to say this, but it's almost like a step down, you know what I'm saying? And so it's instead of having real sugar, I mean, the real taste, they got these artificial flavored, but it's not that bad. It's not like that, because anybody can make a woman come and stuff like that, but there's just something different, you know. And so so these other men, when they look at the black woman, her body and all of that stuff, and then they look at their women who don't compare to the black woman, then it's a challenge for them. And a lot of them are already from the get-go don't think that they can make a black woman feel as good as a black man, because a lot of them do have this, oh, he's a black man, and they got this low self-esteem on themselves, which I don't know why, because it doesn't matter, you know. If you because like I said in my videos, guys say, well, what kind of woman I should get? Well, get one who look like your mama. You know, I do not advocate intercultural relationships. That's not me saying if you marry who you want to, that's up to you, you know. But so the black women, these guys, they want a challenge, you know. Making love to a black woman is like a challenge. Can I make love to her and make her feel as good as a black man can? And when they start to doing whatever, you know, a lot of them probably don't think they can, and instead of just admitting defeat, then start talking bad about the black woman and create this bad image about the black women, and then, you know, the dumb black, I wouldn't say the dumb black women, but the black women who are not secure in themselves, they will say, well, they'll sit me, oh, they're calling us beast and all that stuff. But anyone who has a challenge and they don't think they can do it, they're always going to call it the beast, because technically a person can't be the beast. So I guess the wording is really bad, but basically when they're saying that stuff, it's them surrendering to the fact that they just done got what it takes. And so when she was saying that, I was thinking like, wow, because of a black woman, because there's a lot of times black women date other men, and a lot of the times the men start disrespecting them and all that stuff. And I don't think it's because they disrespect him because he a black man. I mean, she's a black woman. It's because when they're with a black woman, even though they consider themselves man, they know that they're not the man, and they're coming up short, and they're not performing the way they probably would with their own women and stuff like that. So it's, it's like you come to Japan, you be with sister, get big on nice 3D rear end, and you come out here to Japanese woman, and they flat, so when you reach, it's different, because I was walking with one of my friends out here, this one sister and stuff. So it's been a while since I hugged a sister, so I'm just walking and hugging her and stuff. And when I hug a Japanese woman and I take my hand off her shoulders, I can just drop it and it's nothing. But when I was with this sister and we walking down the street, I drop my hand, and every time I drop my hand, it hit her butt. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. And I say, what's that? I'm like, what the hell? I never recognized it. And then I remember, oh my God, I'm with a sister. She got a butt back there. You know what I'm saying? And I must have did about 10 times before I said, oh, let me lift my arm up and then, move it back, about 5 feet, and then let my hand down, and that was a wake-up call for me. You guys out here, if you're watching this, if you were a sister, with your girl, just let your hand drop. You are not going to hit her butt. You ask a sister, can you just try and experiment? Just take your hand off her shoulder and drop it, and you'll smack her butt. And when you see that, when you recognize that, you're like, oh, wow. And then when you get to sleep with a black woman again, after you've been with these Japanese women, it's going to be like, oh, wow, it's really different. You know what I'm saying? And so the sister, she's at the top of the chain. All these guys want to be with her, but the whole thing is, a lot of them think within their own minds that they cannot satisfy her the way a black man can. And so, and a lot of these guys, to them, they're always going to be, it's always going to be a loss, an L for them. And I'm not saying all of them. Some guys don't care, because, relationships aren't always all about sex anyway. And if he love her and he knows he ain't giving it to her the way she needs it, a lot of them, they'll say, okay, go be with bro. You know what I'm saying? Or some of the sisters do it anyway. I don't know. But it was just really interesting. So a lot of women, black women, they getting upset because everybody look at them in a weird way. But the whole thing is, it's not necessarily a weird way. It's just that those men cannot please a black woman like a black man can. Okay, and I'm not saying, like I said, those without the DNA, whatever. I don't know. Because I was in Hawaii, I seen these big old Samoan dudes. I don't know what they look like, whatever, how they perform. But I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But it's just that stigma, that black man thing, and a black woman thing. And for us black men, we know how those who've been with a sister know how good a sister is. And when we with other women, we know there's a difference. You know bud, know this, know that. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of women, though, that we be with, they put in work. Oh, this is so beautiful. They put in work to when they with us. These Japanese women out here, because when I was in Hawaii, I used to go to the stores and stuff, and they be in this sex section reading the books and stuff, and come out here and they got the comic books, everything's about sex, how to perform. So a lot of these women study up on that. A lot of black women and women in America and all this stuff, they don't study up on that stuff. And so when a Japanese woman come out here and they doing what they doing, and you get turned out, it's not because they might be natural at it. A lot of them do learn, and they do study, and that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. So while she was talking about all that stuff, all these things just started popping in my mind and stuff like that. And if the black man and the black woman could get together, then that would be great. And then it's going to start another problem like it did before, because when brothers were just messing with sisters, you had the white women who wanted to be with the brothers, then the Asian women came, the Latino women, the Mexican women came along, then the Puerto Rican woman came, and this and that. And then if they Puerto Rican or Latino and they mix with black, and then they want to be with a black man, of course they can, because they black in them too. But then when they start bringing up their personal cultures and stuff that's not black or whatever, then that's where a lot of the problems come in and stuff. And so it's like, even like when I was out in the Philippines, you go out there and women out there, they black, you can look and tell and everything too. But out there, it was like, I did my little thing out there, but it wasn't because I did anything. The women came to me. In Philippines, I could probably say I never went up and tried to mac to a Filipino woman. Every Filipino woman came to me, or somebody introduced them to me, and that was it. But around the world, that I've been, I'm just chilling, and they come to me. So I don't know what it is, because I don't look at myself as handsome, but I do look at myself as an original me. And because I'm original, I am beautiful. But that doesn't mean that beauty doesn't always mean that people are going to be attracted to you. So it's kind of weird. I don't know how I'm going to put this, but let me get over here near. This is Marina City. You got your tourists and stuff. Back in the days, it was popping out here. Really nice. Ooh, there's a. Okay, I should have parked in the back. Okay, let me go park in the back. Oh no, I can't even go in because you got to pay to get in over there. So let me go in the back where it's free. No, you know what? I am not going to do that. I'm just going to park over here. Till used to be popping over here. Oh, they got Tully's coffee, so it really changed. I haven't been over here in a long. No, don't run, walk. I will wait. And how can I say that? And it was I don't know. So it's funny though, because I'm not exactly sure what her intentions were in the video, other than she said, ha ha ha, y'all women chasing the black man, and look, y'all see what we're talking about, but I need to get out. Okay, I know where to park. I can go park. And a place where I can go park. And here, this is a wedding place. People, it's really famous out here, really popular. People come out here to get married and stuff like that. And I think this might be the wedding hall or something like that. But the whole thing is that how can I say in her video, she was saying that, hey, now you women understand y'all getting this typical black man. But in the and then also it was funny because she was saying how some of the guys get played, and they get their money taken away. So it was almost like a love-hate thing, I guess. I'm not sure. How can I say it? She'll talk about the black man, but then say, well, how these other women are going to these black men and then dogging them out and stuff like that. And so when I watched the video, like I said, and I was like, wow, does she really does she know what she's talking about? Because I'm a little older, but even when I was younger, I was like, why would you even tell this? You know what I'm saying? It's like, you don't spoil the game for the women out there who want to get that money from those bros. If you see a fool, use a fool. You know what I'm saying? And so these brothers gonna wise up, and they're gonna stop being with those women who are not black, because if they go to a black woman, the black woman isn't as demanding as these other women who are not black. And then they'll get of course you got those who will take your money, whatever, if you foolish enough not to do whatever. And then of course now you got these videos where it's this revenge going on and stuff against the black man, when when you're a black man, most black men, when they're young, the women come to them. They don't go to the women. Usually women start the are the first ones to start that romance or whatever it is that's going on. So, so it was just funny and stuff. Like, no, what are you doing? You don't say that. Don't say that. You killing the game. You killing the game for these other women. Let the women get out there and play their game and pimp them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So it was just really, oh shoot, they blocked that off. Wow, surprised. You see where the gate is before? They built? Oh, it looked like they built an apartment. So people park over here, but this is a nice little beach over here. Nice little beach area over here. But yeah, one time me and a friend came over here, and we came out of a store. My friend saw this one Japanese. Well, I saw it too, but I didn't say anything. But he saw her. He said, "Hey, let's go talk." But his Japanese wasn't on, so I went over and said, "Hey, what you doing?" Blah blah blah. I said, "Hey, we're going down. So we're going to the park. You want to come with us?" She's like, "All right." So she jumped in the car. It was nice to talk. She was fine, body on her. Ooh man. So we brought her over here and we just walking around talking and stuff, And she was real cool, but she was giving me so much play because my friend didn't speak Japanese, and she was like, she wanted to be with me and all this stuff, and I think she had money because it's a lot, because actually I do meet a lot of women who got money, so that's really interesting. Now, I'm not sure if it was because they might think I'm handsome, or they might think I'm ugly, and because I'm ugly, I might not dog them out or take their money or whatever. I don't know, but I've met a lot of women out here who have money, and I gotta find my. Oh, please go find my jacket. It's gonna be cold outside. Let's see. Hold on, guys. I'm so sorry. But yeah, when she was talking about this stuff, I was like, wow, she is like. I mean, I don't care, because if the bros watch her video, they can learn a lot, and y'all can save yourself a lot of trouble. Y'all got all your money, and these women talking about they want to marry. Say, hey, based on her videos, is like all the women who don't have any money, I guess they were poor, going after these bros that got money. And gosh, I hope this works. They're going after these guys that got money, and then they end up leaving the guys for whatever reason. And then she's blaming it, and then they taking the money when they leave the guys, and so I guess she's blaming the bros for the breakup, but in reality, the ones who are winning are the women, and the bros are the ones who are losing. But so she's saying all that stuff, and I'm just thinking like, wow, okay, cool, bros, take our advice. Y'all go get that basketball money or whatever. These women come to you, say, hey, are you making $65 million a year or $30 million a year? And if she said nope, then why do I want to be with you? I want to be with a woman who's making the same money I'm making. Wait, hold on. And so basically in my interpretation of her videos, pretty much to me, that's what it seemed like she was saying, because sometimes when people give game or please be, I can't find the key to my car. Oh man. Sometimes a lot of people, when they start giving game to people, they say it in such a way where the person who they are talking bad about, they're actually giving them advice to do, and advice that they give, and if the person who they're talking bad about listens to them, then those guys will be better off, better off being single and rich, and instead of being with these women who don't have their own money. God, I can't find my key to my car. Sorry, I'm looking for the keys to my car. I want to go out to the beach and talk, but I can't find the key to the car. Oh God, I hope. Let's see. Hold on. I'm really bad at this. Oh my God, where's that thing at? Now my cruise control thing is okay. I can't find the key to my car. Darn it. You turn it off. But the key's in the car somewhere. I don't know where it's at though. But I don't think nobody's gonna take my car, so I'll just leave it unlocked and walk to the beach. Nope. So okay, sorry about that, guys. Ruff, you still cool with Rami? Oh yeah, me and Rami Jane, we're real cool. We were speaking the other day. Okay, so here, I'm gonna stand over here and just point out to the ocean. This is Pacific Ocean, and oh, that bridge is so beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna sit here. Ugh. Okay, cool. Okay, then let me go back and look at, hey, what's up, 10 people? Oh, I'm so happy. Like, I'm watching all these other people. They got like all these hundreds, thousands of people. I got 10, I'm happy. Okay, so if you guys, okay, so longevity will make power moves. A language I know, understand for two countries work. Wow. Stand. Yeah. Gonna come back to New York and be like, so guys out here, what the fuck? Too busy. Okay, and I'm trying to, y'all need to move out to Asia and learn. I can't tell you something about the place that you're experiencing. I gotta go. All right, man. Okay. Keep inviting for us, man. Okay. Just take care. Okay. Thank you. I know you feel seeing it. Come back, but I miss you, Pen. Do it, bro. I want to see the return to you. Coming back, you shit. Good enough to be honest. I got deported for a crime. But it's all good. I got into a fight. I'm attacking. I'm stacking up for a move. Okay. I live and work in Turkey. Okay. I'll come back next year though. Did you find that foreigner? Okay. Let's see. I'm looking at the question. Yes, I have a Japanese friend. So, oh yeah, okay. I answered that. For Japanese are nice. Yo, Ralph, you still cool, Ralph? Yeah. Okay, you think you will open back up? Okay, actually now Japan is open, but I hear it's only for those who has residential something. So I don't know. Hopefully it'll open. I have no idea. I haven't even thought about that because it just depends on how people cooperate to help get rid of this virus until whatever. So I don't know. But anyway, I'm at Marina City right now. But how can I say this? How can I say that? Let me say. But anyway, yeah, that video was really, really interesting, you know. And all I can say to you, bros, is that y'all making y'all money. That is so cool because you get to, you get to experience something, that a lot of people probably never, ever get to experience in their life, and when a person comes up to you, even if you don't have money, when a woman comes up to you, it's a good feeling. I ain't gonna lie. It's a good feeling, but, you still got to keep your guards up and say, hey, what's your interest in me? Because I ask my wife all the time, I'm like, why you marry me? Why you still with me? It's not why you married. I know why we got married. But, I ask her, why you still with me? You can find a better person than me. And she said, well, why shouldn't I be with you? She never really gives me an answer, so I'm like, whatever, And even had one of these women I used to date a long time ago, right when I was dating my wife. Her was dating, and then I met my wife, and my wife ended up getting pregnant. So she recently got back in contact with me. Well, she always contacted me, but she had, yeah, anyway, she contacted me talking about she wanted me to see her. And I'm like, who in the hell is this? You know? And she said, you know, I remember, and I remember her name, like, oh, are you such a, yeah. And she sent me these pictures, and I'm like, oh my God, you know, really, really beautiful. And I'm like, wow, this is what you look like now, you know? So it was just really interesting. But yeah, that video, it was really crazy because, I mean, it wasn't, because, you know, she said, I don't remember anything in the video where she actually said what black men did that was bad. You know, it was more or less that one, I guess the guy that this one lady is seeing must be single, I guess. He must be single and then, or he could be married, I'm not sure. Or maybe she is married, you know. But you know how it is when you got the basketball wives and stuff. I never got into it, but, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on. And, you know, that's their society, you know. And every society, every group level, you know, they got their little things that's going on. Everybody's trying to up on the other person. And if you can't hang in, then, you know, you're going to get left out. Or somebody, if you can't maintain what you got, somebody's going to come along and take her or take him or whatever. So it was just interesting. But it was a lot of game, though, she put out there. And I don't know if she knew the game what she's putting out there, because basically what I got from her video is like, hey, if you making money or you got potential to make money, the best thing to do is break up with all your girlfriends, because all they're gonna do is want to marry you. And what happened? They want to marry you and take your money. And it was like this one basketball guy. He took a basketball shot for $100,000 or something like that. And he had a girlfriend, and he made the shot. And then she come out there and they hugging and kissing. And then I think he either said it in front of everybody or at some point said that he broke up with her because he made that money. Now he with her because he broke. Now he got that money. He broke up with her, you know. And everybody's like, why? Because, you know, of course the women gonna get mad because, you know, oh, now he only using her. But, you know, nobody never looks at the fact or want to discuss the fact or confess the fact. Well, no, they do. It's that some of these women just be with these guys because they got that money. So it was just really interesting, you know, a lot of things she said. But anyway, I'm done. And let's see, Das Loyalty. What's that? Nicholas, got some more comments. Let's see, Declan, you have to have negative COVID results to come. Yes. Das Loyalty, Nicholas. Oh, that must be Fro. What's Das Loyalty? I have no idea. I guess you must be talking about, what's his name? Ooh, I have no idea. And the tech companies are leaving California and moving to Texas, make more money. Yeah, that's what I heard. Who is this, Nicholas? Is this Fro? Yeah, I'm on Instagram, GS350JPN. Das Nicholas. Is this Fro? Nicholas, are you Fro? That's you. You Fro, huh? But I'm on, I think you Fro. But yeah, I'm on Instagram. But anyway, I'm about to get out of here. I got to go home, go shopping and do some stuff. All right, it was nice talking to you. Thanks for chiming in. And if you guys have any videos, well, no, I ain't going to do all that stuff. I was going to say, if you guys have any videos you want me to watch and then, you know, give my opinions on, send them to me. But I don't know if I have time for all that stuff. Anyway, peace. See ya. Bye. Peace. No, I was saying your wife's answer to your question about her being with you is loyalty. Man. That's loyalty. That's loyalty. I'm going to email you the video of Splash. Okay, cool. Please do that. Okay, GS350JPN at gmail.com. Okay, peace. But, man, peace, my man. Long time. Okay, thank you. Peace to you. And thanks for subbing. I'm out, you guys. Peace. Bye.